Hi, Bruce Toscani here of Redefining Woodburners, here with the Rocal G-Series. Now the Rocal G-Series is a number of different built-in guillotine door fireboxes. Now these fires typically are put in place and the wall built around them due to the nature of how big the fires actually are. Once they're installed, you typically only see the glass. So this here, for example, is our G450 model. Now this fire actually sits right on the floor and actually finishes pretty much right up here. Once it's installed though, you can have it so that all you see is the glass, or you can have it with this returning finishing frame as we have it shown. Now the guillotine door is what the G stands for in the G-Series, as it would imply, allows the glass to lift up. Now on either side you've got a little notch and you get a little tool that comes with it which allows you to pull that up and down. And the nice thing with this is it doesn't open out, so it doesn't impact the room. Very space saving in the way that it slides up. And because the fire is set back from the wall, the glass actually slides up behind the wall. One of the nice things about our G-Series is that the glass is actually set back about 6 centimetres from the wall. So where your wall finishes, the glass is about 6 centimetres back, and what that does, that provides plenty of room to build your false chimney breast around it and make it out of construction. You'll see that other guillotine door models would typically have only sort of 20 or 30 mil. Ours with the 60 gives you a lot more play and a lot more room to work with when it comes to building a false chimney breast. Now everything is serviceable from the front, so once it's built in you don't have to worry about being able to get back into the fire or access it. We have 2 air controls on the front that are located at the bottom here. So we've got our primary on the left and our secondary on the right. Again, using that same tool, it just goes in and you move it over to the left to close, over to the right to open. You see on there, there's sort of a guide as it moves. Now one of the things a lot of people ask about guillotine doors is how do you clean it? If you need to clean the glass, obviously it's slid up, it's quite awkward trying to get your hand in and clean it, and you can only go so far. Well, one of the nice things we have with ours is a simple little handle at the top, which you pull and the glass folds down. Unlike other models, as the glass folds down, it actually lifts up, so it gives it to you at this nice height. It also means that the door does technically still move whilst it's laying down, so again, if you wanted to lift it up a little bit whilst you're cleaning, you can do so. We also have with our G-Series a frame on 3 sides but not on the bottom, and that we feel gives it a much cleaner and more modern look. Having that bottom glass disappear into the base of the fire where the rope seal is to seal it gives you a much more contemporary look to the fire rather than having a chunkier frame all the way around the glass. G-Series from Rocal is available in a number of different sizes. We have sort of G300, G350, G400, G500, G425, G450, so lots of different shapes, landscape, more square. We also have some corner models where you have the guillotine running along the front and on the return. We will also be having a 3-sided model as well that will be coming out in the near future, so plenty of options. One of the nice things with the Rocal range with their guillotines on the Gs, which is fairly unique to Rocal actually, is the external access ash pan. Now you see at the bottom here we have this diffuser vent. Now that diffuser vent, as a lot of guillotine doors, allows air into the fireplace. So where you're putting this big firebox, you've got to allow air to circulate around inside the chimney so that it doesn't overheat, and so it brings cool air in from the bottom, heats it as it rises and pushes it out through a vent at the top. That's exactly what we're doing here, but with these Rocal vents what we've also done is we've actually hinged it at the bottom, and we have a separate ash pan access door there which allows you to empty the ash pan directly from the outside. Now you don't have to have that, completely optional. We include the ash pan, and the ash pan door is set back far enough from the wall that if you didn't want to do this and you wanted to vent it on the side, for example, so you didn't see this at the front, or you're putting a logstore or something in, the door is actually set back far enough that you can finish the wall right the way down, so you don't have to have that. But it's a nice accessory that we do, and it gives you an extra access for the ash pan. Alternatively, you can pull the ash pan out from inside. So again, once you lift the door up, inside you've got the grate hinges up, and you can pull the ash pan up from inside. Again, with the diffuser vents, we do a range of these in different sizes. So we've got the narrow, the double width narrow at the top there. We have sort of singles all the way up to sort of 4, up to about 1 metre. So from 20 centimetres up to about 80 a metre in different sizes. We also have the C1000 logstore, which is a really nice accessory when you're doing a built-in fire, a pre-made logstore. You can just make a hole in the wall, slide the whole unit in, and you've got a purpose-made logstore in a finishing colour, which you can often finish in line with your diffusers. We also do the vents that actually fit directly above and below the logstore, so depending on your configuration you can actually include that within the logstore so it all looks as one neat unit. Logstore comes with a couple of glass shelves that you can place in, and you also have a hole in the top that allows you to put in a spotlight as well, so you can make a real feature of your logstore alongside it. That pretty much wraps up the G425 and the G-Series from Rocal. I've been Reese the Sky for Redefining Woodburners. Thanks very much for watching.